going to ride and recon courses that you'll ride on and do for race day. So a couple things with that. So if you have the availability and you're close, you can drive by for a weekend or something like that, and you've got the resources, someplace to stay, the finances to get there and make that happen. I say if you can go do it, do it. I mean, the more you know about the course and the more hands-on you can be with that course, the better off you'll be on race day to know what that course and where the certain points are going to need more energy and what hills you're going to do. You can't not go wrong with that. Personally, for me, we used to have a 70.3 in Lawrence, Kansas, which is 20 miles from me. So my friends and I, to get ready for that race in June, we go out there and ride the course. And I did the race 4 or 5 years, and since it's an Ironman branded, there was another race in its place for 4 or 5 years. I knew that course like the back of my hand. I knew where I was going to suffer. I knew where the wind was. I just knew how to prepare for the worst, and if it wasn't bad on race day, all the better, so I can go out there and I knew where I could spend that energy. Now, a lot of athletes, if you're signing up for Ironman Wisconsin, and you live in California, and that's kind of hard to get all that travel put together, get a bike there, get everything there, and resources are limited, you don't have to. In this day and age, if you've got a smart trainer, Ruby AR, you can go out and find the courses, download them on Ruby AR, and ride them. Ironman's putting in a lot of courses for their virtual series, so you can go in there and search through the courses and find something pretty similar. Wisconsin is a tough bike course, so I would definitely look for courses with hills. Ironman Chattanooga is a pretty good comparison, probably Ironman Tulsa. They're all tough bike rides. So definitely there are options if going on a pilgrimage to the course and riding the course before you do the race isn't an option. So with smart trainers, like I said, you can use software like Ruby AR. You can also download a course on Garmin Connect and run it with like an Edge, Garmin Edge device, like an 820, 1030, I believe. There's other devices that will run your trainer and run it off the profile and change the resistance on your smart trainer according to that. So if you don't have a smart trainer, it becomes a little bit more difficult. You can try to simulate the ride and everything. You can run it in one of the virtual atmospheres so you can see what the course looks like and change your resistance according to that. So maybe a little difficult. So like you alluded to, if you've got hills where you live, go out there and find something that's pretty similar as far as your overall elevation. Make sure you can go to Map My Ride and you can see the elevation profile, so you can kind of compare that to what maybe Ironman Wisconsin would be like. So you can go on their Ironman Wisconsin page, you can find the course profile, you can see the elevation change in total profile, so you can go out and map rides pretty close to that. So you will be tested on the Ironman Wisconsin course, so if you've got some good terrain around you that matches that pretty good, then I think that's a good opportunity. So that's what I recommend. If you can go there, got the resources, great. Go ride it and know the course. Become one with the asphalt. Rubber side down though. Keep the rubber on the road. The next option is Smart Trainer. Download the course, Ruby AR. Zwift is kind of hard to ride any courses that's not in Zwift, but you can also ride the courses like in Garmin Edge. And if Smart Trainer isn't your game, you can go out and you can ride your own terrain, map out courses that are pretty similar in elevation. Just look up the map for the race you're going to do, and then go out and map my ride. You can go around and figure out a route that gets you the most hills and whatever, so you can suffer the most. And then just make sure your training plan is in accordance with that. So if you're doing your long rides and you got these routes figured out, if you're doing stuff indoors over the winter, working some force reps to make sure you're be able to work on that strength. If you're in a kind of a base season mode, maybe put in some lower body work in the gym. Or if you've got something at home, you can do, squats are great, get that quad strength going up, work on the hamstrings, just get those legs ready to power over some of those hills, and just make sure you're ready for that. So that's kind of what I recommend. Hopefully that kind of helps you out a little bit, gives you good direction. Definitely, like I said, if you can get to a course, that's optimal, but not everybody has the opportunities to do that. But hopefully that helps you out. Any other questions, put them in the comments, and happy training.